Hi, I'm Zanele Nkomo, Director for Global Programs, and I'm part of the Global IMO team for Supply Chain and Consumer Health. Sounds a bit of a cliche when people say I went into engineering because I broke things apart or dismantled stuff and liked putting it all together, or that I'm this fantastic problem solver. And the truth is, my first appeal was with high performance vehicles, your Bugattis, your Ferraris, your BMWs. And at the time when I was much younger, I thought that this is what engineers did, right? Engineers designed, manufactured, had easy access to all these cars, especially growing up in an environment where didn't have many positive role models or access to luxury vehicles or luxury equipment. And it was through a career fair at the university where I was exposed to the world of FMCG, or fast moving consumer goods companies, and learned that we need engineers to produce our wonderful products. So one of my favorite J&J consumer health products is Listerine. So that has become my go-to and probably a lifesaver ever since I got my braces put in. So not only is it useful any time of the day, prevents me from serious injury or from an injury accelerating, helps keep me healthy and looking great, and making sure that whenever I have an engagement or a conversation with someone, I'm feeling confident as well. So kudos to Listerine. So I have felt that as a female in engineering, I've had to prove myself over and over again. And how I overcame that was in, number one, learning to build confidence in myself, recognizing that I, as an individual, my approach with my experiences, I bring something unique to the table. And also believing that I am enough. In fact, I'm more than enough. Don't need to fit in a particular box or be a certain way to be accepted by others. And over time, what I contribute and what I bring to the table has then earned me the respect from my peers. And I think it's also just about having the confidence to speak up if you see that there's any injustice or that I wasn't being treated fairly, having the boldness to speak up and stop it or halt it in its tracks before it is accepted as a norm. And I think just having the humility and being humble to ask for help when I'm needing help, whether it's a female or a male counterpart. Gender roles aside, feeling inferior being aside, even having people in the room making me feel inferior, that does happen. And I think more than anything, that's just a lack of awareness or even an insecurity from the other individual's part. And the more we speak about it, the more we've got similar examples, the more we create space for women to thrive in an engineering or STEM environment, and the more we educate everybody on the importance of change and diversity, I think the better off for everybody. The best piece of advice that I received was someone who'd actually shared a quote to say, if the world asks you to shrink, expand. So whenever I feel that I'm being suppressed, whenever I feel that I've got a challenge and I'm not able to overcome it, instead of cowering down or being afraid or lacking that confidence, not only should I reach out and ask for help, but how do I bring my authentic self to the table, present that as a proposition, and actually might find that I add additional value to the team. Someone also shared advice to say, we hear it so much, to say the grass is green where you water it. And even as a leader, you might look to see that your team's not performing a particular way, employees aren't responding the way you expect them to respond. Having worked in manufacturing for so many years, why is the team not doing this? Why are the unions not complying? Why is performance not accelerating the way that is expected? But I look at my role to say, and my part in all of it to say, as a leader, have I watered? Have I planted the seeds? Have I nurtured? Have I trained? Have I supported in the right ways? Have I inspired or motivated my teams? Have I given the right level of direction before saying that it's my team or the employees? There's actually a book that's been published on service excellence, and one of the first truths that is shared is it's not your employees' fault. And I live by that. Whenever there's something that's not coming into fruition the way that I expect as a leader, one of the first things I look at is what part have I played in making sure that I turn that situation around, and I partner and work with my team to ensure we get the right results at the end. Part of what I think is the best part of my role is that I get to tap into the most brilliant minds from across the world. Working with machines is one thing, but working with people and learning from others and really tapping into that energy and just that spirit of ubuntu, or spirit of togetherness, and solving a problem and seeing the results of that as a team and together, I think is priceless. And at any time of the day, I can connect with a friend from anywhere across the world, and I know that I'll find someone who'll support me. That's the best part of my role. Let's continue to have these conversations and create space for all genders to feel comfortable, to feel that they can aspire to particular roles, they can pursue their goals and their dreams. Cheers.